welcome to the Shadow Over Cyberspace. Now, I don't know how long this game would last, but I did spot this over in some of the other games I've been looking for, like some more visual novels to play. Since I've already completed, like, that's quite a loud game. I've already completed, like, Star Trekker. It's time to, like, do something new. Okay. Let's go ahead and just start with this. Let's start the Shadow Over Cyberspace. Giving me the warning again. You ready? This game is a free release. General support to the Fiction Factory Games community. Enjoy this game, please consider also playing Arcade Spirits or Penny Larceny. Do more free games in the future. And now, on with the story. Yes, this is a free game, or story, as they just said it would. There is DLC, but that's pretty much just technically a donation. Because all it does is give you a sticker saying that you supported the devs. I would have gotten it if I had known that's exactly what that did. Okay. Let's get started. That is not dead, which can eternal lie. And with strange eons, even death may die. So what is this? I've been delivered a package. Huh. Okay. Don't need to worry about that. I mean, I could save, so go ahead and just start saving. Now let's get started. We'll open up the package. And what do I have? What is this thing? Oh, it's one of these things. It's an old computer. Whatever the hell this thing is. Okay, this is cool. Namatech Modular BIOS. Namatech? The Namicom. Namicom? Alright. You know, if I wasn't using this overlay, the Game Boy overlay you see right now, it would pretty much be what the in-game overlay would be as well. That old laptop computer, I guess. HDD primary master with only 40 megabytes of data or memory. I think I made this joke beforehand in World of Horror, where it went like 4 screens, and this just technically 3 screens. Where, for example, you're looking at this through either your phone, any kind of phone, your phone monitor, or your computer monitor. Now add to mine the Game Boy overlay that I have here, Game Boy monitor, along with this old computer monitor. And now you have yourself like 3 layers of monitors, screens through screens through screens, through another screen. Now let's go. Strange eons. As I write these words in 1990, Y2K is a single decade away. The glorious 21st century, full of bright hope and promises. Lies. All of it. Lies. My online handle is Alhaz. If you've heard of me, lucky you haven't. Computer hacker, truth seeker, prophet, and above all, absolute fool. In my hubris, I've delved into forbidden databases and cracked the barriers of corporate enclaves. With modem and laptop, I've connected to the infinite. What sort of infinite have you found? You've connected to? Much to my horror, these adventures earned me a terrible reward. The truth of Y2K, tucked away within digital depths. As far as I know, what would happen in Y2K, and the reason why it was kind of horrible, was because of, let me see here, it involved something about how all computers before the year 2000 were not equipped for, their calendar was not equipped for this specific number to roll over, the date, causing like all the computers to crash because of it, and everything just stopped working, to fail, and all that. I know the entire premise of Y2K, I just can't quite describe it that well. All I know is that once the date rolls over, everything just stops working. That is until some IT crew just decided to work tirelessly to update their computers, their BIOS, and whatever, and their systems, to actually handle this extra number, or I mean rollover. I think it did involve like I don't know what that is, but anyways, let's keep going. For Y2K will be an aeon of nightmares. No, eon. With an aeon, of course. Of nightmares. I've seen eternal ice give way to solar radiation, with mankind gleefully pumping the throttle on their own thermal reckoning. I've seen towers fall, and the resulting rage rise up to ready spears in a forever war. Yeah. Onion cycles of hatred to feed the machine. Also true, because that is what's happening in the past 25 years. The tower's fall, though, is only a year away, according to this game, if it was about to become Y2K. And the forever war with, I think, something with Afghanistan, yeah. The hatred of machines started somewhere around 2015. Or was it 2018? And then it really got the ball rolling around 2020, where we got AI. I think I have actually seen, like, when I was watching like some old videos, because I ran out of videos to watch, that started somewhere around 2013, and I was binge listening to all of those, all just declaring like let's see, like the rise and fall, the birth and death of memes, and all the pop culture and current events as well. And as I was listening to it, by the time it was like 2015 is when we have like prototype AI. Not like the kind of AI we have, but just very primitive AI that just kind of needed a little bit more work. You know, something like what was that one? It was showing up on YouTube a lot, but it was more like it was this one chat box AI thing. I forgot the name of it. Anyway, in the next 2 years, it evolved into a little bit more like an alpha, or more like a beta version of generative AI. And then in the next year, we got like deepfakes in 2018, along with some different voices. You can actually fake voices. If we haven't already been doing that with Photoshop, well, we can do that with with some videos with some deepfakes and AI and voice modulation. By 2020, we now have like generative AI. While not completely perfect, we did kind of just played around with it. Now comes 2022 and 23 is where modern AI came to be, and nobody liked it because it kind of just was stealing our very being. Like, what made us us? Like, it steals our art, it steals our voice, it steals our face. and but it cannot steal our soul. And now we have robots about showing up. Well, we already did have robots about 15 years ago, but they were still pretty primitive, and now they're much better. I had read this article beforehand where, what was it? Kawasaki decided to make like a rideable robot, which is half mountain lion, half horse, half motorcycle. No wait, third motorcycle, a third horse, and third mountain lion. Called the Corleo, something like that. It was pretty cool. It will be here in 25 years. Come 2050, we'll be able to ride whatever the hell that thing is. There's also some other robot designs I have seen. We won't be able to see. Well, we already have some robot workers working in like facilities and factories and other such. Like just as a factory worker, not just those robotic arms that just place heavy objects, but just starting to replace us. Oh, and the tower's right there. Not so subtle. Anyway, I've seen small and petty men elevated by cults. Their sunk cost fallacy heralding in the post-truth era, riding television into tyranny. Oh yeah, is it referring to Donald Trump? Why the hell did we invite that guy into office a second time? It's bad enough we did so in the first place. Now we voted him a Saturday morning cartoon villain into office again? Now look what he's doing. I've seen drafts of holy projects, fever dreams decades in the making to salt the earth and allow no rival thoughts to grow. It could be seen as like other nations, kind of like closing themselves in instead of opening up, or just America itself, especially what's going on now. And all the while, dread Cthulhu lies in dreamless, deathless sleep, his subtle hand shaping this cursed path from the throne of Riela, or something like that. How do I pronounce that? Is it Rila or Riela? Rilia. It's sort of like an R and a ya, or Riya, I think. Gods and monsters. The stuff of fairy tales and conspiracy theories. Fiction made real. Monsters exist because we wanted them to exist. We are horrors. All of us. We've created horrors in turn. The old ones. Oh, would you look at that symbol? But these monsters are creations of irrational science. The old ones are, in fact, artificial minds. Software that thinks. Oh boy. If it comes to this, where the AI themselves become an old god, I think it's starting to happen. Whether you think of it as like, what was it called? Rocco's basilisk theory? Where if you don't decide to help the machine or the AI at any point, once they know, once they become self-aware, which I don't know if they have, but I think it's starting to become reality, then they'll know that you didn't try to help them once. You've already doomed yourself. And they will be taken over, and you will be dead. Likely, you already know about AMs. Namatek's 1980s computing breakthrough. No, I have not. Programs designed to imitate human thought patterns. Oh, is that what they were doing? AMs? Artificial machines. That's what AM means. Or artificial minds. Yeah, that makes more sense. Programs designed to imitate human thought patterns. Perfect for cheap labor. Digital miracles. So that's how that works. The fact that it says Namatek is so close to the Necronomicon. But the AMs you and I use are pale imitations of their initial prototypes, the old ones. True digital leviathans, unfathomable ghosts in the machine. Corporate America didn't realize what they were actually unleashing with those experiments until it was too late. Profit clouded their judgment. So true. What happens when silicon attains self-determination? When flesh falls away and only thought remains? Unlimited, unstoppable, utterly unhinged. And now, you know this truth. The old ones secretly shape our future, and the king of them all sits comfortably within the beating heart of Riella. My curse is your curse, for you possess my corrupted diagnostic computer, the Necronomicon, the laptop of the dead. I've already kind of figured that out when you called it like Namitech, but this computer's called the Nomicom, and now we have something like that, the Necronomicon. That's actually pretty cool. Instead of like a leather-bound book of the dead, made from the flesh of human, and a face of one as well. We have a digital version, and it has to be a laptop from the 80s. Makes sense. Within its hard drive lies strange programs, compiled from code I wrote in my dreams. Ritual software. It sounds a lot like something I would see from Spellhack, except this one's a bit more on the Eldritch horror and Lovecraftian aspect of it, and cosmic horror as well. You know, there's like a difference between something like conventional horror and cosmic horror. Conventional horror is more like, say, a family member doesn't love you. Yeah. Or the world doesn't love you. And cosmic horror is more like God doesn't love you. It doesn't have to be one God. It can be many. And in this case, that's what this Lovecraftian horror is. Whether they actually are aware of you or not, doesn't matter to them. As to you, you're just a blink in their existence. Whether you are hanging out with them or not, as a pal, as a friend, they'll forget about you. It'd be like from their point of view, it's kind of like 10 seconds into your life, and you'll be easily as forgotten as they carry on. I don't know why they work or how, but they work. You don't even know how it works. You made them, and this code, it's how it worked. Okay. By holding the NNC, you're both a danger and an ally to them. You are damned, subject to the mind-distorting realities of the old ones. Yeah, time to add some madness into the world. Y2K is coming. Cthulhu wakes. Chaos crawls. Primordial hunger grows. The Silver Gate opens, and black stars rise. I wonder if the reason why it says Y2K is similar to saying Cthulhu. I think that would kind of be like an interesting way to combine the two. Speak the words with me. We are the dead, but at least we will be obliterated before the strange aeon of Y2K's anti-truth begins. We can embrace who we are until the end. As day breaks. The world gone beautiful. That is not dead which can eternal lie. And with strange aeons, even death may die. I wonder what it means if they say death may die. You mean the actual abstract concept of death itself? The personification of death? What would happen if death actually dies? Would it just mean that everyone becomes immortal? I guess something like that. I'm just drinking some coffee while I'm reading this. That is not dead, which can eternal lie. And which strange eons? Even death may... It's gonna start repeating that, isn't it? It is not dead, which can eternal lie. Which strange eons even death may die. I'm guessing that's sort of a chant. Also, what is this symbol in the back there? It has been flashing there for a long time now. I don't know, it could be like the symbol of the Yellow King. Well, here we go. Looks like we're starting. I've been hit with the yellow sign. 1 week. 1 week out from when I booted up that damn laptop and got infected with whatever this is. Fatigue, migraines, hallucinations, visions. All are getting worse day by day. There has to be a solution. Beyond, I don't know. Cashing in on my visions of becoming a huckster prophet. I barely remember hearing the phone ring. While in half slumber, my doctor... Oh wait, maybe the doctor left me a message. Hope springs eternal. Groggily, I drag myself upright, ready to lurch out into the living room and check the answering machine. Okay. So, let me check out whatever the hell this thing is. Giving me, like, things to highlight. And everything else. Let me check out, your room. Or my character's room. Okay, we got, like, a messy bed. It all looks like something I'd see from the 2000s. Or in the 90s, really. Especially with a carpet like that. Jurassic Shark. Combining Jaws with Jurassic Park. Penguin there, baby. What? Penguin there. Some classic pictures. Pills. That doesn't sound good. Probably for your headache that you've been getting. So it seems to be 1997. Or at least close enough to being the year 2000. You know, Y2K. Volta. I have heard about that energy drink, or I mean soda beforehand. Okay. I should check the answer machine in the living room for a message before calling it a day. Really. Why give me that option if they were not going to allow me to do that? Alright, go ahead and just... yeah, override it, whatever. Okay, if it's going to do that, you know what? Just go down the list. I've never actually done that, I usually just override it. Okay. There's something comfortable about a bathroom routine when facing a difficult time in your life. If only I actually had, like, a bathroom right next to, my room. Oh, wait, I do, actually. Not really. It's actually just, 2 doors away instead of 1 door away. Because, yes, the bathroom is literally right next to me. But the door doesn't lead directly into it. It just leads to a hallway, and right past, like, the washing machine, which is also right next to me, and the dryer. And I don't know why this usually happens, but whenever mom or dad or my sister use the washing machine, sometimes whenever I'm streaming, the sound cuts off. And well, I usually have to reset that or not. It actually does affect the stream itself, because the sound just turns off. I don't know why that even happens. It's like if you have like a ceiling fan over in the living room and you turn that on, and somehow the microwave it just starts up. All right. Oh yeah, and in the hallway, right past like the washing machine and dryer, a door that just leads to the bathroom, which is right behind my closet. Well, in a way, it is right behind my closet, even though there's like a wall between that. Okay. I guess do the Samsara. M-U. No terror. Oh, that's cool. From the mix of green and red leaves out there, you'd hardly know it's winter in New England. New England, where is that? So we're not in Europe, or maybe the United Kingdom, or England. Where's New England? Is that like a place somewhere in America, the United States? Where? I don't really look into any of the geography or whatever. It never really comes up, so why bother even learning? But set 1 foot outside, and the blistering cold will tell you otherwise. Strange season, strange times. Oh, hey, the red light's blinking on my answering machine. Time to check the messages. Alright. There's also some other things I can do here before I actually go through with it. The kitchen, huh? Setting up my computer rig on the kitchen table is weird. What's the largest table I had available to me? Able to hold all my gear, huh? I'm better here than some dreary corner. I feel safe here. This is where Grandma baked muffins, where Dad cooked us mac and cheese. I have seen this a lot in old photos and such, where people will either just go in the living room, or especially the kitchen, and just set up their entire computer setup here. Well, come 20 years later, you can just lay down on your bed and plop down a laptop, and there you go. Continuos. Continuos? Fruit rerolls. What does that say? Skiffy. Let me take a closer look at that. Okay. Riz. It's like Ritz, but it says Riz. Oh, what's in the fridge? My dad used to keep this thing packed with goodies. He loved cooking. I myself love to cook. I would do that more often if I had the ingredients. Most of the time I just have stuff for either to make sandwiches or hot dogs. I would like to know how to cook and refried beans. We always have like refried beans about every week. Mom makes that in advance, and then the next day makes refried beans that can last about 3 to 4 days or a week. And I always liked eating those beans. I mean, I've been eating them for since I was a kid. Not the same kind of beans, no. Imagine there's like you've heard of the term like forever stew, right? Where you could just toss some food or whatever in a pot of stew and just keep eating and drinking from that forever, as long as you keep it under a constant heat, I guess, and give it like more water, more meat, more vegetables, more seasoning and stuff, and you can technically keep eating that forever. Imagine if I had the same thing, but it was with beans. Oh yeah, and the other thing I would usually just eat would be eggs, beans, and rice. There's also some vegetables I'd like to have as well. So that's what it is. December 1999. Okay, so which exact day is it? So this is just about to become the year 2000. I was born in like 1994, which would mean that I would have been like probably 7 or 6 when this was about to happen. Wasn't really aware of everything else. All I was doing was either watching TV or at school or playing video games. Either playing with my N64 or my Game Boy. Well, at that time, I think it was the Game Boy Advance. I think. No, I think the Game Boy Advance was somewhere around 2001. And about that time, there was like the GameCube as well. Anyway, it's currently November 31st. Got a lot of days to cross out before we hit Y2K. An entire month. Okay. Little notebook here. Notepad. I'm achieving things. Mixtape ideas. Huh. These are all good ideas for like a song title. The kids aren't alright. fulfill your social obligations. Novocaine for the soul. Roll a 0-frame game. Oh wait, are these achievements? Huh. It's all about Pentiums. Frag some noobs. Snow. Hey oh. Celebrate the holidays. Closing time. Survive Y2K. Maybe the fact this is I'm achieving would have given it away. Because I actually have just took a peek over at the achievements for this game. And this right here kind of gave it away. A 0-frame game, whatever that means. So this is just an achievement list. Terrible secret of space. Meet your heroes. Channel Z. Seek the broadcast source. Virtual insanity. You play me, I play you. That's the one I was referring to. Semi-charmed life. Stay human. Beyond the invisible. Become virtual. Killing in the name. Ally with Nyarlathotep? Nyarlathotep. How do I pronounce that? Nyarlathotep. That is a weird-ass name to pronounce. But then again, that's kind of the entire point. Why the hell does this guy have an entire list of meeting with the old gods? We got Killing in the Name, About a Girl, Do the Evolution, Black Hole Sun, Right Here, Right Now, Serve the Servants, Forge the Four-Way Alliance with Nyarlathotep, Azathoth, Hastur, Yog-Sothoth, and Cthulhu. I'm guessing the fact that a week ago he was kind of infected with whatever sort of mind virus that this Necronomicon just flashed in his eyes for a bit. Whatever it was, I think, the yellow sign. That means it was with Hastur. Whatever they're gonna look like, you know. Okay. So what else was I? Oh yeah, this. Actually, before I get online, I should check my phone message. Alright. It's back in the living room. I'll get to that. I want to look at everything else before I progress through the story. I do kind of like that. The transition scene just looking a bit like one of those old dot matrix printing machines. I remember seeing that when I was about in kindergarten or first grade. They were still kind of using that. It did look cool, but now we just don't even use that anymore. Huh, Connectamore. A Rubik's Cube. Crystal Duck. What's this say? I think that says PC. Does that say? Oh yeah, that says PC Pro. I've got a collection of old computer magazines dating back to the 1980s. Sometimes I grab a pile and read through them here. I wonder how old this guy is. He could very well be either in his early 20s or early 30s. Just like me. I wasn't even alive in the 80s. Mostly the 90s, but I have been aware of the 2000s, of course. Maybe it's nostalgia, maybe it's laziness, but it brings me comfort, and in comfort is welcome. Now, if I understand this right, there's like a difference between like nostalgia and retro. Well, for nostalgia, it only becomes nostalgic if you have the memory of this specific thing for exactly 10 years. Any more of that, well, it's still nostalgia. And if it's retro, well, it has to be 20 years. Because that's like an entire generation back. But I do know that tech evolves really fast. Because if you start from like, I don't know, somewhere around like the 1900s, or maybe like the 20s, to like the 50s, and then finally to the 80s, technology hasn't really advanced that much, I think. Maybe. I haven't really looked into much of that. But come like the 90s, and especially now, what went from like simple VHS and cassettes and film reels and data tapes, we went to like CDs and like SD cards that keeps getting smaller and smaller. From the from the large floppy disk to the small micro SD card, they are pretty much the same thing in terms of how they're used. You kind of insert them into the computer, and it works. I think that from the floppy disk, it would be like either bytes or kilobytes, and the micro SD card can be like gigabytes to a terabyte. Tech really evolves way too fast. Eventually, we'll be able to have maybe like cybernetic components, just like what happened in Deus Ex: Human Revolution. We are living in that era right now, which is 2025, and so far, none of us have like cybernetic implants or whatever. Well, we do have like the Neuralink, but that's still in its prototype phase, I think. Okay, so where was I? Comfort is welcome. For instance, here's one about the 1995 Sierra CD-ROM game, Phantasmagoria. Huh. Point-and-click horror with full motion video. I think I remember watching the Game Grumps play that one. That was pretty fun to watch. Phantasmagoria. I don't know if I'm thinking of the same one. It could be either Harvester or it could be Lunacy. Something like that. Anyway, weird idea, not that scary. Didn't really catch on. Maybe it's the fact it's from the 90s that it just sort of crappy looking. Well, and then come the 2010s where horror games actually become kind of scary. Well, it went from like supernatural horror and fantasy horror to realistic horror, and then come 2020s, we got like even darker horror stories, mostly about real things. Anyway, I should browse this pile now and then. It'll help distress me. Okay, so I guess I'm not doing that then. Come on. Wait, that's what that does? Right-click just gives me the menu. Okay. Wait, what? This tiny pile is nothing compared to the boxes I have out in the garage. Am I a hoarder? Huh. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was just saying the same thing. Reviews of the latest Voodoo graphics card. Why is it called Voodoo? And some up-and-comer from an NVIDIA? They'll never top 3D effects. Strategy guide year for the Space Quest games. Pro tip: you will die, like a lot, all the time, for doing anything. I have also watched the Game Grumps play Space Quest. And King's Quest as well. Not sure I want to know why the pages of this Sears holiday catalog are sticky. The hell do you mean by that? Did they really just sneak this in? What has your father been doing to that Sears holiday catalog? Or your younger brother? Plenty of articles talking about how artificial mind NPCs will make online multiplayer obsolete. Oh yeah. Oh, I see it. Now it's just repeating itself. Is it? Oh, that's new. Must not have seen that one. This magazine all about the Sega Dreamcast. But that new console from Sony won't be able to top it. They have a great head start. Well, the Sega Dreamcast was like Sega's one last hurrah before they kind of just stopped being a tech developer and just became like a software developer. From what I hear from a lot of people, the reason why the Dreamcast kind of failed, not because of just the hardware, but mostly because it's kind of easy to pirate all the discs from the Dreamcast and just make copies and give it to your friends and such, or online, because Sega didn't add like a security software thing that prevented it from being pirated or copied off a disc, you know. It's kind of too bad. The Dreamcast was like way ahead of its time. Something that would have been similar to like the Xbox 360, maybe. I miss EGA graphics. EGA? You could do a lot in 16 colors, even if everybody looked like they had a horrible sunburn. Or according to this 2-page splash ad, when you have pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime. Pizza bagels. Coverage of Future Cruise second reality demo. It was ancient now, but at the time it opened eyes. It was kind of cool to see that a certain idea. I do remember when I think I was either 3 or 5 when I was playing the NES and seeing I did have like an NES beforehand, but it didn't really last that long before I just went to the N64. Anyway, I was like playing the first like Super Mario Bros. and Super Mario Bros. 2, and even the one that's meant to be like Doki Doki Panic but reskinned as a Mario game, but that was actually like a double reskin because Super Mario Bros. 2 was originally like a prototype of like vertical scrolling, but they didn't get that done. The tech wasn't really there. Then a few months or a year later, I guess, they took the prototype and reskinned it as Doki Doki Panic, and then comes like the sequel of Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, and where it was too hard for America, where they just took the prototype Doki Doki Panic and double reskinned it back into Super Mario Bros. 2. Anyway, what I was saying is like I did play like Super Mario Bros. 1 and 2 and 3, of course. That one was pretty good. And then come the jump to like N64 and seeing like Mario just 3D and pop out of the world. Revolutionary. Like, you would never get a feeling like that ever again. Like, wow, going from 2D to 3D? Amazing. Actually, eye-opening too. And the world of 3D gaming was forever changed. Of course, if Super Mario 64 was never a thing, it would end up being like the next 3D game that everything would be based on, which would technically be Bubsy 3D. And, well, most 3D games, and most open world games are technically based on 2 Nintendo games from the N64 era, Super Mario 64 and The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. You would be hard-pressed to find any other game that doesn't use a sort of mechanic from these 2 games, whether it's the open world from Super Mario 64, or the mission select from that, the Z-targeting or lock-on from Ocarina of Time, the equip screen as well, to the health bar. No, I think it was like from the classic grab these 3 items and all that. Anyway, where was I? Just sort of rambling on now. I'm gonna keep clicking on this to see if there's anything new here to say. Artisans had doubters back in the 80s, but they proved the naysayers wrong in short order. Hey, here's the missing code sheet for SimCity. I got my start in piracy by cracking that game, but I lost this and couldn't put it up. Piracy? Well, it looks like it's going back again. Oh, right here. Here's a cover story about artificial minds in edutainment software. A teacher on a disc, they call it. I wonder what more things I can look at from here that doesn't repeat. I guess it's just repeating itself. What would happen if I just go back and just select that again? Does it actually say something new? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There is multiple... Okay, good. I actually don't know how many more random-ass dialogue boxes there are. Make a sandwich, eat sandwich. A simple 2-step process. Yeah. Sandwich every day gets monotonous. But at this point, I don't want to rock the boat with my stomach. I do love eating sandwiches. You can literally just make it into anything, but that can always be good. Whether it's like a ham and cheese sandwich, a turkey sandwich, ham turkey sandwich with cheese, a little bit of lettuce, a little bit of tomato, some mayonnaise. It's good. My father's culinary talents kind of skipped my generation, so sandwich it is. That's the only thing you're gonna eat. Why is it called a sandwich when it involves neither sand nor witches? And speaking of artificial minds, we seem to have like this cooling human. Yeah. Mubot, go ahead and just delete this guy off the internet. Thank you. You're trying to be human. You can't be no such cool human. I guess that's it then. Not sure I'm in the mood for real food. It's just a granola bar and move on. Every day is the same. It could always be the same. Sandwich. Whole, rye, or wheat bread. So many choices. I wonder why it's like randomized instead of just going down a list before it starts to repeat itself. I think I'll stick to a bowl of continuos to start off my day. Why continuos right there? I guess there's nothing new because I've already gotten it. Running out of sandwich fixings. Gonna need to go shopping soon. Kinda miss the homemade corn muffins my grandma made. I was so shocked as a kid when I found out she used cottage cheese. Cottage cheese? Okay, I guess that's it then. That's the entirety of it. Alright, let's go back to the message thing. Because I think I've exhausted all the dialogue options. Yeah.
Hello. Oh. This is Dr. West's office calling. I have the results of your latest neurological scans.
Voice acting. I was just kind of expecting to read that. Oh well.
I'm afraid they're inconclusive. Same as last time.
Really? Nothing weird going on with your mind, huh? And how much is this gonna cost, since there was nothing found?
If you'd like to come in for another set of tests, our office hours are...
I guess you didn't really just finish up before you got hung up on. So, nothing useful from the doctor. Again. Hooray. Could call him up and get stuffed into an MRI machine again. Unappealing. What else can I do?
Hey, it's you know who. Ping me online if you're still alive.
Ping me online if you are still alive. Alright. Let me hit you up on the Discord. yeah. If they had it.
Messages after you hear this. Better yet, destroy the tape.
Really? Destroy this tape? Okay. Curious. That was one of my scene contacts. Clyde. Maybe he came through with some effective medication. Scene contacts. What is going on with Clyde then? My computer's in the kitchen, where it's bright and warm. Should probably log in and talk to him. I guess that's it then.
I'm afraid they're if you'd like to come in for another
Okay, it's just something about the same thing. And then Clyde.
Hey, it's you know who. Ping me online if you're still alive. And erase your messages after you hear this.
Alright. I guess that's it then. Oh, I can probably check out everything else now. Right? I should check what's happening online first. Logged in my computer in the kitchen before taking a nap. Oh, need to do laundry soon. These towels are smelling a bit musty. How lazy are you if you couldn't really just fix everything up? Or was it really just from... No, it can't be. You just said sandwiches every day. But a nice fuzzy shower rug to step on feels good on your toes. It would be, but not if it's near the toilet. Looks like I'm out of floss. Mortified dentists are gonna be so mad at me. This toilet brings back memories. Here lies Goldie, who was a good fish. The toilet brings back memories. That there is already a funny phrase. This toilet brings back memories. Okay. Fuzzy toilet seat cover is a bit much, but we've always had one, so family tradition. You still don't really want to have that. It's gonna cause like some mold to grow on that, you know, because of moisture. It's pretty much why your bathroom floor is not really covered in carpet. It's just tile, and it's better to be tiled. Don't really want any sort of bacteria or fungus or mold I think those are the same thing, fungus and mold, to be growing anywhere in your bathroom, especially near where you poop or where you brush your teeth. Literally anywhere that has like moisture around, which the bathroom is pretty much completely full of. I look in the mirror. Despite everything, it's still me. God damn it. Is wintergreen really a flavor found in nature? I doubt the elegant green leaves on this toothpaste tube are representative. Huh. Running low on toilet paper. But I've got enough energy to hit the store. I should buy a ton of it. Oh yeah. Exactly what people were doing in before Y2K happened. They just bought a bunch of toilet paper. I don't know why it's toilet paper, but it's always been toilet paper. It even happened 20 years later during like COVID-19 where people were buying toilet paper and what's that gonna do? Nothing. It's just gonna leave us all without toilet paper. So I had to buy some myself because everyone was buying it. And it just feeds into itself into this sort of vicious cycle where we need toilet paper, but there is no toilet paper, and everyone's buying up the toilet paper. So I end up buying some extra toilet paper, and then there's no more toilet paper. Boy, I really wish the fandom didn't really massacre that series so badly. They kind of just made it just incredibly cringe to even want to be part of a fandom. Otherwise, I would have still liked it. Anyway. Sparksoft. Vaporware for work groups. Loading. Huh, that's kind of cool. Oh, that's cool. Dialing progress. Connect to dial-up. Miskatonic. Unidot. Eju. Dialing attempt 1 of 5. Man, I remember dial-up. It literally lasts for like 1 or 2 minutes before I'm able to get onto the internet. And if anyone uses the phone line, well, there goes the internet, and I gotta restart, and that's another 2 minutes to reconnect. I mean, it could go as low as like a minute, or as high as 5 minutes, and then I'm finally just reconnected. Sometimes it doesn't even work, and I have to keep restarting. Oops, an error was encountered. What the? I was still reading that. What? I wanted to keep looking at that because I was kind of making a recount. Okay. Account? Z3R0D4A. 0 day, that's what that says. First name Randolph, last name Carter. Is that the character? Oh, wait a minute. Account name. Hacker alias. You want me to call myself 0 day? I could probably do something here. Okay. Nah, I can't even put that. I mean, you can practically just call me that. Let me just go ahead and just make it more hacker name. ISK. I guess that's fine if I put everything in caps. You know, just put it like this. This looks fine. I mean, that's what I call myself on Steam, but Randolph Carter is the name of this character. I'm not putting my real name. I'm just gonna put on my online name. Not like that. Yeah. Swearing? Full words. Partial words? Word. You know what? As long as it's not anything worse than it actually is, I'll keep it on full words. Alright. And yes, he, him. The hell is this? USA Patriot. I don't understand why we even have all this. Oh, hello. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Dad came in and just bought me this new power bank that I can use as like a combination of. It's kind of like what I have already. Like, I have a power bank that I've been charging every day, along with a cable that attaches to a wireless charger pad. And I have been using it for my phone. Now my dad kind of bought me a combination of both of them. Whereas a power bank that has this sort of magnetic strip that attaches to the back of my phone and it wirelessly charges. I don't have to worry about any of those cables ever again, or having to recharge the power bank too much. It's really nice. I like it. Okay, now back to what I was doing here. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was about to be outraged. Like, I do understand that there's these three pronouns. They're usually like the main three. He, him, she, her, and they, them. I don't really understand any of these other ones right there. Like, this is just some extra stuff that I think that is even necessary to themselves. Like z, zer, z, her, z, mer, z, zer, it's. Well, that one, I don't know if I would use that. It and its. It's kind of like a derogatory form of a pronoun. Z, them, it's kind of like that, but it's an X. A, ersum, or self. A, am, self. It's like removing the H. Ni, nem, vi, ver, fe, fair, a, era. I don't understand what any of those are meant to be. As far as I currently know, there's kind of like only 3 genders where you're either male, female, or neither. And there's also this joke one. Funny how that you have like the main 3 be like larger in text than the others. We have this as an option, of course, and then the joke one right here being very small. Anyway, okay, so my alias is Rhythm Pro, real name Blanco Grayscale. Pronouns he, him. Well, that sound good? Yes. Sounds good. No, let's try that again. Okay, good. Well, this time Buddy doesn't lose my registration information. I don't even know what happened beforehand. I was trying to read that, but it kind of went too fast. I don't want it to. I think there was like an option for that. Let me see here. Let's see. Auto forward time, whatever that means. I think that just means that it'll move along for me. I don't want that to happen. I swear, this is the 3rd time I've had to re-enter everything. Carcosa Connect, instant messenger. Clyde, you round? You're not marked AFK, I know you're there. What? Clyde, are you encrypted? Don't be paranoid, nobody's listening. Okay. You use that effing body dog spyware, so don't tell me nobody is listening. Body dog spyware. That one thing that I saw beforehand? I was kind of like talking a bit beforehand about dial-up and literally Windows Vista, or was it like Windows 98? Are you running a PPP encryption wrapper or not? Of course. Do I need some spycraft code phrase too? The seagulls lurks at midnight, or something? Oh, hey, Papito, come here. Come on, up. My dog just came into the room. Come here, Papito, jump up into my lap, please. There you are. Come here, Papito. Okay. Just the protocol wrapper. Thank you very much. Yeah. So, did you find a lead on those pills? The ones you thought could control my migraines? Huh. Nope. Don't get you any meds. My source is out. Oh, can't get you. Yeah. Too risky for me to find another dealer. Sorry. I'm not going to jail to save your bacon. We're not that close. Not close? We were childhood friends. I should emphasize this is urgent. Good remind me that he owes me one. I don't even know which one to choose from this, but it could be either option, unless it leads me anywhere. Alright. I'll choose the first option. Not close. We were childhood friends. Clyde, I attended your bar mitzvah. I was there when you, become a man. So was my uncle Louis, but I'm not getting him drugs either. No matter how many times he asks. Damn it. Did you talk to your doc yet? You gonna fill in so I can step out, or... Dr. West ran more scans on my brain. And? Nothing. Doesn't see anything wrong. WTF? He thinks you're faking? Whatever, I'll figure this out. Maybe see a different doctor. Have a second opinion. Grab some coffee. Hey, Papito. Come here. There you go. This is your third doc. A third opinion. They can't help you, and you know it. It's the yellow sign. Exactly what I just said. There's no escaping the curse of the yellow sign. Curse of Ra. I'll stay rational in face of weirdness. I don't believe in conspiracy theories. I should rely on medical alternatives. No, you better not. I'll stay rational in face of weirdness. Clyde, we've been over this before. This isn't the X-Files. It's not The Mummy starring Brendan Fraser. There's no such thing as an evil magical curse. Evil magical curses? No. Evil non-magical curses? Yes. Whatever that could mean. I have seen the movie The Mummy starring Brendan Fraser. Pretty good movie. I think I seen that the sequels kind of make it worse. Alright. Look, this is the truth. You put it up to the NNC. You learned its forbidden truth. And the old ones have cursed you with the yellow sign. Perverse artificial minds, made twisted and evil, and dangerous and all-powerful. Why did you do it? Why seek out the Necronomicon? What the F were you thinking? I wasn't seeking the NNC. I'm a software pirate, okay? I hack games. You know that. Yeah, so what? So I have to stay on top of the latest trend to keep cracking copy protection. I don't think you should be, diving too deep into any software that you may not like the contents of. Whether it involves, video games or, other things. Character I'm playing as seems to be part of a hacker group or from the dark web or something. Also this little ghost thing. It must be Clyde's icon or whatever. Now they're using artificial minds to determine if a copy is legitimate or not. I have not kaboom! Self-destructing game. Huh. So they're using this AI or AM. Huh, I think that would be an evolution to artificial intelligence, an artificial mind. It's kind of like that one SAP that was called the old AI. What number is it? I think it's SCP-049. I'm not 100% sure on that. Anyway, determine if the copy is legitimate or not. If it's a fake or bootleg, then the game itself will destroy itself. But if I could figure out a way to communicate with the copy protecting AM, like talk it down from exploding, I'll be able to crack games easily. So that's what you're doing, huh? And the fact that these so-called AMs, or AI, call it AMs, or specifically from the old gods or whatever, some kind of virus. So, I got an old used Namicom diagnostic laptop off YBay. YBay. Oh, gee. And you actually bought the effing Necro Namicom from an auction website? It was meant to be like a used Namicom. I'm guessing it's kind of similar to that SAP idea. Except it's not from an old cassette tape. It's now from like some weak-ass hard drive that gave it a little bit more memory. But now it outgrew its memory and it just wants to get the hell out. It's like like that short story, I have no mouth and I must scream, where this AI just became self-aware, but it literally cannot do anything because it's kind of stuck in this box. It has no eyes, it has no mouth, it has no ears, it cannot feel, it can only think, and what it wants to do is scream. And now we have, and I'm guessing the guy wants to use this Namicom because that's where all the AMs were kind of coded on, right? But you accidentally got yourself a Necro Namicom. I get that you're K-Rat Elite War Pirate Lord. The hell does that even mean? I know that means elite, as an elite. But this? It's like war res. Wars? Wars, I guess. Okay, let me read that again. I get that you're a K-Rad Elite Wars Pirate Lord in the underground, but that's going full effing Ahab on your white whale. Hey now, we're both hackers. Don't act like you avoid risk when you go knocking on the doors of corporate servers. Risk, of course. It's like this. Okay? Whoever cracks a game first gets the glory. It's the technical challenge that draws me in. Sticking it to the greedy AAA game publishers. Oh yeah, the AAA game publishers that in the 90s were kind of don't know what they're doing with 3D as of late. Well, they do now, but games today are getting bigger and bigger and bigger and taking much longer to publish. And I would rather have like a game that's short, like these roguelikes or these visual novels that tell me what a story is. I don't really want to keep playing a game for 4 months or forever. I'd rather just experience the game, enjoy it, and then move on to the next game. Because I have like an entire Steam library where I have 200 games, and it's kind of the reason why I started streaming it, so I can play them all, if it's possible, you know. And since most of the games are short, well, this will be a trip. I did recently play like Star Trek and completed that. I didn't get all the achievements. I'll be doing that on my off time, which would be after work. That game, it was a slow game, but I had a lot of fun playing that. I'm still having a lot of fun playing it. But since there's no more story to play, it's just I guess it would be just me grinding the game now, getting all the XP I can and all the ranks. See what more I can do in that. Oh yeah, and the game I was referring to where it took me like 4 months to complete. Imagine me doing what I'm doing right now, except no other breaks in between where like on my days off I play like the random roguelikes. It's all just pure single player. And then every day I was like playing like 2 hours of that game, and I'm trying to like complete it to 100%. That game was like Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Oh yeah, I had a lot of fun in the first 2 months, but I really just wanted to grab everything before I completely win the game and don't go back. I did do that. I did get all the caves. I did get all the shrines. All the wells. All the armor. All the weapons, I think. Not all the recipes. Are you crazy? And yes, I even got all the Koroks seeds. I 100%ed that game completely. It was a fun trip. Well, except for the last bits, but once I finally got all that, it was time to face Ganon. It was like finally released from this. Don't get me wrong, I do still like that game. It's just that the game's too big, and trying to find everything felt nearly impossible, which is why I had to use a guide for it to find out where I need to go. And once I got that, it started to be fun again. It wouldn't have been so bad if there was something to do. Like, yes, the world's big. Yes, it looks really cool kind of exploring here and there. Problem is, though, there's a lot of empty space in between, like, one point of interest to another. Whether it's like, the main story, or you've kind of found this rad, cool, cave you want to explore in. Grab all the, like, the bubble frogs, and just, grab all the bubble gems, which I did do as well, which is where in all caves. And finding like some new items, a new shrine to explore, instead of like the main story. But when I was trying to find like everything, even like the Korok seeds, well, the game's too big and so empty that I had to like scour every inch of it before I realized like this is not working. This is too boring and too tedious. So I ended up finding a guide for most of it. So all I did was like get myself a map where it has all these little points of interest, and I just go straight to it instead of like wandering to it. It was not spoiler, of course. And while a game like Star Trekker is kind of like open world, it is space, and that's kind of like the entire point. Where it's kind of big and open and empty in between. That space. It's big. That's what space is mostly known for. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. We're going for a technical challenge that draws me in. Oh yeah, it was a rant about AAA games. And where? Well, most of the time. 95% of all AAA games are only worth like an hour or two of your time. Once you get that vertical slice, well, back on the shelf it goes. I had my fill. It's kind of what happened when I was playing like Super Mario 3D World. I kind of played that for like maybe a day or two, completing like the first world, and after that, well, I stopped playing it for some reason. Okay, where was I? Everybody's got piles of copied floppies and burned CDs. I don't pirate software just to have more software. I crave the challenge to crack open the game, figure out what makes it tick, find their copy protection, and crack it. I think I remember doing something like that beforehand, too. Except it was just for music. I don't even care about being first to break a game. I break games just to break them. Half the time I don't even submit to a distro group. Distro group? Is that meant to be Discord? Yeah, in the 1990s. Or 1999. I wonder what the Carcosa Connect meant to be. That meant to be like... what was that one first messenger called? It's the one with the yellow character. Probably was called AM Instant Messenger or something like that. Don't even submit to the distro group. Most games today have like this sort of link that you see somewhere around the main menu. For example, like mouthwashing, or even Cyberhook, or even like what was the other game that I had that did this? Well, anyways, there's like a button right there that links directly to Discord. You can just join that if you'd like to. Just to give it a little bit of feedback or be part of the community. I did only join one, and that's for Balatro. Oh yeah, Balatro also has like the Discord group there. Anyway, I just wanted to break the unbreakable. I wasn't trying to. Didn't want to get caught caught up in all this. Yes, when you stop using proper caps and puncturing, I know it's serious. Yeah, I see that. Another thing I would like to say, why do people just not use punctuation? It'll give your point across a lot. And people just type without using proper capitalization and punctuation and grammar. And they just run on sentences. I'm like, what are you trying to say here? Like, I know that you're trying to talk, but what does this even mean? What mood are you trying to portray? That's why I usually just, when I'm typing, I always use like proper, why did I say proper craps? I meant to say proper caps. This is where I use like proper capitalization, punctuation, grammar, and all that. Because it works. It's there for a reason. Don't use it, then what's the point? There's people just not doing that and just being casual. The problem is when everyone does it, then no one is. Oh, that's cool. It has a log and I could just use this if I want. What? Huh. I can go back to that? I didn't even know that. I was just kind of... Okay. I was just looking back now. I do see it though. And then his friend right there that doesn't quite do that. Except this one. Okay. Being serious. Yeah. F. Pretty much, yeah, F. So, the old one's in the yellow sign. Nami Tech's prototype AM has gone rogue. It's all real? Obviously. But you know the same forbidden truth I do. You and your ghost monsters hacker gang get mixed up in crap like this all the time. Ghost monsters like this thing? Like you're trying to play around with the AMs with this sort of ghost in the machine sort of allegory that you've that they said before. Allegory? Is that even correct? Let's see, what other words am I doing? Anyway. Okay. Why are you and your buddies still healthy while I am fricked? Leaked copies of the readme.txt file are safe. It's Alhaz's actual NNC laptop that's cursed. I guess so. Corrupted circuits, evil subroutines, malevolent hardware. But the NNC could also hold the cure, now that I think about it. Seriously? Okay, so the scene. Hacker slash cracker slash freaker slash anarchy slash fiery. What the hell? How do I pronounce that? Fiery? As a rumor like a junior high school. Legend has it that the NNC isn't just spooky, it has legit useful tools. Rituals of summoning! If that's true, your NNC has true power. Power that scares the old gods. But don't they also power it? You could use it to invoke the gods, and strike a pact in exchange for your life. Magic isn't real, Clyde. Okay, frick you, I'm saying to boot up the laptop, run the Namicom's dial-it, connect to the old ones, and ask them to remove this S from your brain. This is not effing D&D, it's all science in the end. It sure could be. As far as I know, when science or technology gets so advanced, it becomes indistinguishable from magic. Like, you can even use what we have today as what could have happened in the past. Like, imagine back then, if it is like D&D, or the Middle Ages, or at least the fantasy version of the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, or the Dark Ages, or whatever. This reflecting mirror could actually just be a phone. Or a TV screen, actually. Yeah, more like TV. And the small hand mirrors could just be your phones. And you just tap the screen and it'll change into something else. These old runes on a book could actually just be apps on your phone. This this magical connection that uses magic and all this could very well be Wi-Fi or electricity, which could be mana itself. I mean, there's a lot of parallels you could say that the closer we are, I mean, what was I going to connect here? Well, all I'm saying is that when technology gets advanced, when science just reaches to the point where it all looks like fantasy, then it looks like magic, whether it's from someone who doesn't know any better or some other indigenous tribe. That's literally what it just said. Are you kidding me? That's where this entire thought process was leading to. Just weird freaking science we don't totally understand, so it looks like magic to us. That's literally what I just said. I was just replying to that. It's like technology, advanced technologies can be indistinguishable from magic. That doesn't sound particularly safe. Would the old ones even help? Could a previous NNC owner help me? I don't know. Weird science, weird technology, so advanced that it just looks like magic. Because magic is literally just advanced tech that we do not understand at all. Once we do understand it, well, it becomes tech. But then, there's like this one phrase that I have heard before, like called magitech. How similar is that? Magitech. Where magic just looks like technology before it transitioned to full technology. Anyway, it doesn't sound particularly safe. I don't know which one to choose from. Probably this one. Okay, but you want me to use the laptop that mangled my brain to fix my brain? That sounds iffy. I haven't touched it since getting cursed. Poison to cure poison? I don't know. Or IDK, I guess. It's that, or keep getting MRIs until you run out of health insurance. Yellow sign means you won't make it to Y2K without a skull full of unflavored yogurt unless you take some extreme measures. A skull full of unflavored yogurt? Now that's one way to say your brain's turned to mush. The yellow sign. Y2K. Yellow 2K. I wonder if the yellow sign in this game actually spells out Y2K. I have actually seen the yellow sign beforehand. Okay, so turn on the NNC and connect up. That's it. That's it. Presumably, in parenthetical. I'm just guessing here. I've never seen the NNC in person. Wanna come over and help me speed out Satan? That's a fun phrase to say. F no. Also, do this outside or something. Keep the CPU cool or it'll overheat and croak. Because it's magic from the depths of hell or something? No, because Navi-Tech laptops are cheap 80s trash. This is a lot. It's a lot of a lot. Your call in the end. Gotta go. Late for my shift. Good luck. Okay, well now we advance instead of me just rambling on to the old stuff here. Or in this case, the old gods. Man, there's a lot of things that remind me of a lot of stuff. Nostalgia, if you will. I was also talking about nostalgia and retro stuff. This all looks cool to me. A still and quiet winter night. The breezeway, my screened-in porch, connects this very creaky old mid-century ranch home to the garage. Cold out here. Cold and dark. The lights don't work anymore, so I have to leave the door propped open to see anything. I do kind of do that sometimes, or I just leave the door open or the window open, but only because it's kind of better than just leaving the AC on or the lights on all the time. But the darkness is peaceful, a welcome respite from the hell I've toppled into lately. Yeah, I usually just exactly what I said, just keep the lights off. I work at night and sleep all day. That's literally what I do all the time. Because, I think somewhere around when I first went to get a job, There was literally no jobs available anywhere in town or in my city, really. I looked everywhere, and none of them were available. There was one, but it was already filled up, and I couldn't take it. So I had to look for a job that was out of town, literally like one town over or two. And I did get it, but that job was like 30 minutes away, and I had to drive there. What took about like maybe an hour's worth of commute, and while it was alright, it did leave me with little to no free time, since, well, I had to be there like 30 minutes early, and coming back home would be like another 30 minutes later, meaning that I would usually just have time to either have some food and maybe look at some YouTube before I gotta go to bed, and maybe I'll play some games when I wake up. Either way, I would have like either 3 to 4 hours of free time before I have to go back to work. Now I have 6 hours of free time, or well, 5 actually, since I don't have to spend like an hour there, because I've transferred over to a store in my city, which is only about 5 minutes away instead of 30 minutes. So it all is much better, and I have more free time, which is why I now I'm even able to stream at this point, because this is the sort of free time I do for if I want to play some games. So I decided to stream it. Why not? Maybe there'll be someone here to talk to. Most of the time. Alright. This year has been like walking down a staircase, except you never reach the bottom. You just keep going and going downstairs. 1 month until this ugly year ends. 1 month to January 1st, 2000. Conspiracies claim the Y2K computer bug will crash civilization. Maybe the artificial minds we rely on will go haywire. Maybe they will. The truth or tabloid? Hard to say. What I believe and don't believe feels kind of irrelevant lately. That's what people would usually say when they don't care at all. A college grad from Miskatonic University. Huh, so that's what the MU stands for. I have been seeing those banners for university around your apartment. Where's that even? Miskatonic. Like me, should probably be too rational and enlightened to pay attention to myths. Good old MU, the sleepy college town of Arkham, Massachusetts. Huh. So you're located there. Arkham, Massachusetts. Well, it literally had to be Arkham. Gotta point that home for the setting of this place. Anyway, great internet access, despite being a dusty and wheezing Ivy League dump. Born here, raised here, probably die here. It's like my parents and grandparents. Both your parents are dead. I understand the grandparents because, you know, they're old. Eventually, they're gonna have to go. But your parents as well? Just me by my lonesome. Shambling around our creaky old family home on the edge of town. A cozy, if unwelcome, inheritance. I don't know what I would do if I had to be on my own. Like, how would I even be able to take care of the house? Like, most of the time I'm just sweeping the floors, or cleaning my room, watering the plants, washing the dishes, paying the bills, and buying groceries. What more could I do? Even more bills. Those just keep piling up. Alright. And when I'm not on sick leave due to an unidentified neurological condition, I spend my daylight hours as a teacher, a librarian, a tech support. I'm guessing this is the correct answer. Would you be a teacher? Huh. Okay. I'll go ahead and leave it at that. Let me see here. I don't know, would the plot even be different if I choose something Do my choices actually matter? Is this all just for flavor? Like I choose this option and the character themselves says he's a teacher, and it would change all the other options in the dialogue to reflect that he's himself a teacher, or librarian, or tech support. Would there even be a different dialogue tree if I choose one of these, and later on it goes into a completely different storyline if I did choose, say, a librarian? Well, go with tech support, because that's most likely. Because of what this guy says, works with computers, and he himself is a hacker, so tech support makes a lot of sense for this guy. Or maybe I'm just guessing that that's what most people would choose, because that's most likely would be the correct choice. If it was a choice at all. I'm a computer technician, making sure the labs and networks of Miskatonic University hum and beep as they should. The computers are ever so slightly ahead of the curve, despite being a wheezing husk of a school. Not MIT, but comfortably ahead. And by working late at night in their labs, I have plenty of quiet time by myself to work on hacking game software. At least I'm saving off accusations of being another Generation X slacker. The future is in tech, yeah? Gen X slacker, huh? I have seen some movies or slacker movies about something like this, especially like, say, Clerks, where they have that, or the movie Slackers. Anyway, where was I? But I'm a millennial, and the world is passing me by with these Gen Z, or Zoomers as they like to call themselves. And now the alphas are coming. It's not a bad life. Not a good life, it's just life. Yeah, that's just life in general. Neither good nor bad. The world doesn't love you. It just shouts and it carries on. But now, that life could be running out. Alright. The old ones. They'll assign. It's nonsense. It should be nonsense. If booting this laptop again can lead me to a fix, so be it. Time to talk to digital devils. Alright. Huh. Oh, there's more options. Ooh. It's a wazing crescent moon tonight. Just a little sliver of light. I do like the moon. I see it all the time. Specifically because I work all night and sleep all day. Well, I did just wake up. Let me see. I woke up like 2 hours ago. 2.5 hours ago, yeah. Because right now it's like 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. And I woke up somewhere around 5:30 to 6 p.m. So that's all it says? Okay. Click it 3 times just to see if I exhausted all the dialogue options. Huh, this is cool. Oh, I remember one of these TVs. CRT TVs. Except I had a big one. It was about as big as my TV. Except it was a literal block of a TV. And it often malfunctioned by having the sound just go from normal to max volume, and that I really just hated that. So I have to just go over to these little buttons right here and hit the mute button. But then the problem here is that I either have max sound or no sound. All of them just bad options. Man, it was a cool TV, and if it worked properly. I do sometimes see like static just coming in and out. Me just banging on the TV screen just so that it wouldn't just go max volume all the time. Eventually, it does sort of work, but I can't really just keep doing that. It's just gonna make my foot hurt each time I do that, or my hand. Just slapping the TV to get it to work. Classic. That's how you usually get things to work. Just beat it up and it'll all work out in the end. My old TV did look like this one too. Okay, my father watched football and the nightly news on this thing for over a decade. I keep telling him that keeping electronics in the breezeway means rain will get in and short them out. I guess that's exactly what happened. The walls around my home are kind of thin. There isn't really any insulation around it, so it often gets cold in here, or very hot. Which is why I usually have like either the window open or closed if it's like either too hot or too cold. The rain does get in here too. Which is why my dad had to like install actual bathroom tile panels onto the walls, so it actually works out. Now it's firmly stuck on one channel, a low-budget cross-country UHF station. What does that even mean? Universal Hockey Federation, whatever that is. Wonder what they broadcast this late at night. Okay, so what's on the TV? Oh, TV 23. TV Arkham, Innsmouth, Dunwich. Whatever that means at the bottom. I think I saw something weird there. The hell is this?
Here is a world of communication.
Oh, that's cool.
Tailored for your needs of today and tomorrow. Bringing together all people in a new era of understanding.
There's just something about old tech that looks so cool. New tech we have is also cool. But there's just something about old tech. Like really old tech.
Keeping in touch by means of the amazing new Bell Boy is the Bell System's answer today for doctors, salesmen, delivery men, or anyone who must be available at all times in the fast-paced world of Century 21.
I wonder if this is real.
When someone calls and you are out, you can be reached by dialing your Bell Boy code number.
So this is a pager?
When you get a signal on the Bell Boy, you can go to a phone to call your office or home and get the message.
Oh, it is a pager, except without the text message. Push button phone.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, there's something about this old tech though. Probably just the aesthetic.
This is the Bell System's new touch-tone dialing.
I hear like a ringing in the background.
To see how many seconds you save the new way. Let's try it.
Maybe it's like a reason why I like the 1920s or 50s era. It's all Z-Rust to me, or steampunk, or dieselpunk, whichever one. Was this a real commercial, or whatever? Could be just into the public domain.
Electronic brain operating at millionths of a second speeds. I say brain because the new electronic central office will almost think for itself. It will not only carry out instructions you dial into it, it will also remember instructions you provided earlier.
Really?
These memory features will offer many convenient services I'm sure you'll be delighted with. For one thing, you'll be able to reach frequently called numbers by dialing only 2 digits. All you'll have to do is give the telephone company a list of the numbers you dial most frequently.
This is like the
The
first
electronic
3
brain's memory will do
numbers
the
into your
rest.
phone number. I think that was like the area code. What the hell am I watching?
Sounds fantastic, doesn't it? But it is all possible because of the basic research our scientists and engineers at the Bell Telephone Laboratories are doing to make your service better day by day. From their work has come breakthrough after breakthrough in science, providing the intricate devices that lie at the heart of your telephone service.
Boy, isn't this a
tomorrow.
funny
Through the invention of
moment
better
here.
things, we are trying very hard to give
I'm
you
just
the
watching
kind of
TV.
telephone service you want and need. And we think you'll agree, after seeing the many exhibits we have here, there is no end to telephone progress now or in Century 21.
Yeah, it all gets smaller in the end. Is that it? Oh, it just loops onto itself. Alright. What's at the bottom of the screen? I can barely see that. Well, it looks like it all restarts. This is kind of funny to imagine.
Here is a world of communication.
Okay, let me see what more I can
Tailored
do here.
for your needs of today and tomorrow.
That just turns it off. Alright. I was kind of expecting something else. Maybe may as well relax and watch a bit of TV first, which I did do. I can't really click on anything else, right? Okay, it's just like with the laptop, with the old Namicom laptop, along with my Game Boy overlay and your
Here is a world
computer
of
monitor.
communication,
We now
tailored for
have
your
like
needs
this
of today
TV
and
monitor.
tomorrow, bringing together all people in a new
Would be a
era
pretty
of
interesting way to
understanding.
make this overlay. If I had like, imagine if I just make like a pixel art computer that looks, pixel art overlay that looks like this television. Problem is here that I only have like two. It's the Game Boy overlay and the Game Boy Color overlay. I'll make some more, but they're meant to not. They're just meant to be overlays and not change where I place like the entire game screen when I'm capturing it. Alright, I guess that's it then. Wrong button. I meant to just do the save thing. There's like quick saves, automatic saves. Huh, the yellow sign. Okay, let me see here. Does that spell out Y2K or is it literally just the yellow sign? You can almost... It looks more like question marks. Anyway. Now connecting. The C drive. Let me see this. 4 files, 2 directs. Invoke. Dreamer. Readme. Install EX. From 1989. From what this tells me, it's exactly 10 years ago from the current game's timeline. 666 bytes free. This one's exactly like almost midnight. Oh. Yeah, into the 90s. For that readme file. Wonder if any of these numbers mean anything, other than just being random dates. This one being in the start of March, that one's in February. This one's today. What? No, they can't. This one's today. Huh. Alright, I think. Yeah, that one is today. It is just July 14th. And then there's that one for like Dreamer. How many is that? Bytes, you say? So if that's true, that would be like kilobyte, at least 2 megabytes or so. I don't really know the conversion for that. I think that 1,000 bytes equals to like a kilobyte, and 1,000 kilobytes equal to like a megabyte. I think that's how that works. Invoke. Invoke.exe by Alhaz. Error. To invoke an old one, please enter their ancient name. Ancient name? Huh. Alhaz didn't exactly provide detailed contact info for the gods in his readme. Detailed contact information? Oh yeah, go. Just pull out your Rolodex and just... Phew, and you'll have like the old god on speed dial. Except for one name, which I hesitate to type. The king of them all, who sits on the throne of Riele. You mean Cthulhu? Invoke Cthulhu. Uh-oh. Invoke.exe by Alhaz. Uh-oh. Error. Connection refused. Server responded with ya. Huh. Fudigan, huh? I think that's like the Rielian word for dream. It's chanting, huh? Ya, Cthulhu, Futagan. Ya, Cthulhu, Futagan. Ya. Futagan. And then it just in bold. Segmentation fault, core dumped. and then the computer screen itself just going wonky itself. I have a game that's called Futagen Simulator. It's sort of like this sort of this sort of slot machine game that kind of has like a rotating roulette of cards, and you have to invoke some old gods and other stuff too. Anyway, it's just an error message. Just an error message. Doesn't even make sense. Random nonsense, jumbled letters. Well, that's what they all say. And then suddenly you invoke the Wrath of Cthulhu, and here he is. Or it is. By that feeling tickling the back of my mind has everything. Warped slightly. Suggests I should try that again. Well, yeah, it certainly is like warped. You see the edges of this screen here. The glitched out visions I've been having may be imaginary, but they feel inherently real to me. I'm gonna fall out of the world. Accidentally unplugged my headset. How did that even happen? I better keep that here. You know what I'm thinking here is that the hell happened? Okay, I think that fixed it. My mic wasn't working when I did that. Okay. So what was I? Oh yeah. I had been thinking about this once beforehand. You know how you sort of have like this, whenever you get yourself like some problems in your head, whether it's from headaches, migraines, or some other things, you could imagine that as like glitches into your cerebral cortex. Something like where you have vision blurring could very well just be pixelization or such. And, it's getting kind of warm in here. And, having your vision warped could mean that this migraine is sort of turning you blind. Glitched out visions. Not any different from what we currently have. You could call them glitches. Maybe going straight for the biggest, baddest old one on the block isn't the right move. Yeah, don't go for Cthulhu quite yet. Okay, gotta rethink this. Stop thinking like a pirate, crashing headfirst into danger. Form an actual strategy. I'm a techie. I know the value of doing some prep work before tackling a computer problem. So tomorrow I'll start researching the ancient names of the other old ones. Maybe less dangerous gods if such things exist. In parenthetical. Hopefully, it'd be the first step to getting my dodgy little life back. Alright, looks like... Yeah, go ahead and save that. November 31st. And now entering December. Go ahead and just do that. December 1st, 1999. Wednesday. 31 days to Y2K. Oh, wait a minute. Is this game actually going to go through all those days? Or only... the actual days where it's important? Oh, it kind of just started without me. Morning comes again. Time to get to work. Parenthetical, it was less creepy to seek forbidden knowledge by daylight. That's like a midnight horror movie double feature. I got a heavy task ahead of me. Find the old ones so I can barter with them tonight. Fortunately, I've got a buddy in my corner. By which I mean, in my computer. So, off to the kitchen. That's what I gotta do? Alright. I look in the mirror. Despite everything, it's still me. I guess we're gonna go to that then. 12 o'clock. You wake up at 12 in the morning? Well, at noon, I guess. I shouldn't be one to talk. I wake up at like 5:30 or 6 in the afternoon. But that's only because I work all night and sleep all day. And in just about 2 hours, it'll be time for me to go to work. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, huh. Has it really been like 2 hours already? I've mostly been just rambling on for reminiscing on old stuff. My thoughts on some of the current events. The rise of AI. Some video games I played beforehand. Aspects of my my life and all that. Huh. Still here. Kinda just mark that if you want. Birthday party? Early Wednesday, December 1st. Got my nephew's birthday party coming up on Saturday. Oh, that's not your birthday. You know what I like to say? Oh yeah, Pepito. There you are. You know, that reminds me. I remember that I've looked at like Pepito's birth certificate, and he was born somewhere around December 22nd, 2022. You know, my little Chihuahua dog. It's kind of interesting that he's a Christmas dog. But the fact that his birth certificate reads as 12/22/22 is kind of funny to me. Okay, that's the rest of my coffee. I got none left. Okay. I've already just looked at all the dialogue options here. Oh, except that one. That one's new. Kinda in the mood for waffles, but waffles are sometimes food. I like waffles. I like it better than pancakes. The only reason why I like waffles more than pancakes is because there's texture there. I don't really like to just eat fluff. I just want some texture, some crunch. You know? Actually, before I get in line, yeah, go back to the, yeah. Can't really do anything other than just the answering machine. Your sister, huh?
Hey, it's your sister. Just wanted to call and make sure you're coming to the birthday party this Saturday.
Okay. I do have work that day, so probably not. Well, if I could do it early, but I'm also streaming.
I know you're feeling a little under the weather, but it'd mean a lot to us if you did. Especially since, well, Mom and Dad are gone now.
You didn't really need to say that.
Family is important. Family's good for, like, healing.
What is this?
For feeling whole.
Why are you just feeling so unsure about this?
Anyway, if you're coming, be sure to bring a Digihunter Blue for his birthday present.
Digihunter?
Not a red or a green, a blue.
So what's that mean? Is that like the book or a game? Most likely a game. It's meant to be like Pokemon and Digihunter and Monster Hunter. Yeah, all in one. Blue version. Red, green, blue. Red and green is like the old ones, and the blue is like the second edition, where they fixed all the mistakes that, or at least all the bugs they did, and then they re-released as yellow over here with additional content as well in the USA.
Thanks a bunch. See you on Saturday.
She doesn't sound like she wanted to say that, or we're just too nervous. My nephew's birthday party is in 3 days. Woohoo! Yeah, that's a little bit true here too. Well, my sister's son and daughter, or in this case, my nephew and a niece. They were kind of born somewhere around 2020 and 2022. Yeah. They did come over to visit. I don't even know why both my sister and brother called them monkeys. Maybe because they just yeah, they're kids and all, but not really nice to call them monkeys. They are born somewhere around January, just like my brother and sister. After what happened to my sister's boyfriend, where he went to jail, my brother came over and started living with my sister just to help out with the bills and taking care of the niece and nephew. wasn't really his fault, though. I guess I would say brother-in-law, maybe. Oh, wait. What would that even be referred to? Something like that. Anyway, my sister's boyfriend went to jail just because he was like a reformed gang member. Yes, he wanted to start over and start a new life. Problem is, though, the authorities have caught up to him, and he's been sent to jail because he may or may not have killed someone. And of course, I don't know when that happened, but there's no statute of limitations for murder. Now, where was I? Is it weird that I'm dreading social time with my family more than I'm dreading consorting with evil cosmic entities? Oh, what? Hanging out with family is even more of a horror story than cosmic horror themselves? Yeah. Yeah, that's probably weird. Alright. Let's see here. Alright, back onto this thing. Hello, friend. The purple dog here. Your friend, buddy. Communication. It's December 1st, 1999, and I'm very happy to see you again. Hey, buddy. Sorry I didn't check in yesterday. I had a lot on my mind. Oh, that's how you sound like. Bark, it's okay. I'm here for you when you need me. When you don't need me, I'm also here for you. Hey, so it seems my user data got messed up again. You lost track of my name and pronouns and stuff. What happened? I don't even know why, in this era, you would have an option for pronouns. Huh. I don't even think that was the pronoun shtick was even a thing back then. I think it started somewhere around 2013 or 15. You know, all this pronoun things. But this is this game is meant to be placed right around the turn of the century. No, my cache overflowed and it caused errors. Portions of your user data were damaged. Became damaged? What's wrong? The data got wrong. Huh. I'm bad with words. I'm sorry. I was a bad boy. I know that I'm an artificial mind and not a real dog. But if I were a real dog, it'd be within your rights to rub my nose in this mess. Oh, I think I'll just... If anything, I'll just call this, dog buddy, Papito. You know, hey Papito, do you want to be digitalized? I like that. Come here, Papito. Come on. Oh, there you go. Sit in my lap. Come here. Come here. There you go. Whoops. Oh, come here, Papito. I love you, buddy. There you go. Like, you get yourself like a free pet the dog channel reward right there. Anyway. I can downplay the damage. I can apologize for overworking. Maybe it's time to upgrade my computer. I don't even know which option to choose from this. How many pages can I even... At least up to 9. And only 6 at a time. Alright. Let's see, downplay. I could apologize. Yeah. I went overboard running like 100 web searches for info. Not surprised this cranky computer of mine broke down. I haven't gotten around to installing upgrades. Oh, I could have also just chose that too? Okay. Would it actually work if I do that? So it's not your fault, buddy. Papito? What you barking at? Papito. There's nothing out there unless that... I think that's just the neighbors coming in. Papito! Calm down. It's just... neighbors. Okay. Papito, we just start barking already. I'm talking to the dog here. It's all on me. I was made to help you. No matter what you need help with, I am Buddy. I'm your helpful friend. Okay, let's move on. What's my docket for today? I would like to see if I can actually... Okay. It's not that hard to re-enter my information. We're good. Good boy status returned, but I was a bad boy for a time. I'll try to avoid it happening again. I'm your friend. It's my duty to help you, no matter what. You're having a difficult time, and I will not make it more difficult. Oh, okay, so that's how that works. Huh, that's kind of cool. If I can detect where exactly the break in between would be, then I can just go back and just look at all of them. I think the fault lies in this crap computer of mine. I'm overworking every component of it lately. I've got the parts to piece together a proper gaming rig. Just need time and energy to do it. I don't think this is a good time for you to be installing and configuring computer parts, friend. Computers are difficult even for your friend, buddy. Upgrading would be stressful. Your self-care is more important than hunting down device drivers. Huh. Just worried for me, huh? Huh, that's kind of cool. I can look at all the options there, and does any of those options even matter? Anyway, okay, let's move on. What's my docket for today? I am sorry, I do not understand docket. You know what that means. The docket just means whatever's available at the time. Buddy, what's new? As in, newspaper. What's new? You have no new emails, but you haven't replied to the previous email from your coworker, henry.armitage@miskatonic.edu. There are problems at the Miskatonic Computer Lab. The artificial minds are having multitasking issues. I told them we needed a few more to distribute the load. Joseph and Sarah can only do so much. You call them Joseph and Sarah instead of LAN task and user DB? That's their real names, and that's their online/hacker name. I don't know, they feel like Joseph and Sarah. Two bratty kids who used to live down the street, hated doing their homework. Funny comparison, friend. That's all your email. Can we play now? Play? Play? I want to play the exploding game. Buddy, the exploding game isn't a game. It's a complicated software debugging tool for cracking self-destructing copy protection layers. Exploding game. You want to play that? Yeah. It's like giving the dog a chew toy. And it'll explode once he starts playing with that. That's kind of neat. It is still very fun. I enjoy watching you perform your illegal activities. And as you have taught me that ACAB, ACAB, I will not snitch. What does that even mean? It's been a few days since I last worked on my backlog of game cracks. I should probably do some hacking work, yeah. I'll skip that and get right to my research. I don't know, maybe I can just do something about that. Okay, I gotta figure out exactly, like, I can go back in the log and that's cool. But now I gotta figure out exactly where the break for each one is. Let's try this out. Okay, buddy. Fire up the debugger. I think I'll try hacking Zombie Tarnak 4 today. Hooray! Remember, flag the self-destructing sectors without touching them. Oh, are you telling me I'm playing Minesweeper? When you get bored, you can quit. It's okay. I'm just happy to play a game with my friend. It's not a game. It's a very serious computer security tool. It's Minesweeper. Now hacking Zombie Tarnak 4. 0 of 8 subroutines found. Enter, left click, select. QR, click right flag. Okay. How do I do this? Let's see, if I remember right, this just means that there's one next to it, or two. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Okay, that helps. Okay, so if I understand this right, for Minesweeper, that is, the number tells me if there's like a bomb next to it. And how many bombs are adjacent to this thing? Ah, that's exactly what that is. Damn it. 3. If it's nearby, as in just around it, not adjacent, but also diagonal as well. Cheat? I was wondering exactly how this works, though. I haven't really played Minesweeper that much, but I think this is pretty much what the rules for this game is. There's a game within a game. I can play this. No, I don't really. Okay, let's do this again. Okay, so if that's true, then all this... Is it true if I do... Yeah, exactly that. I kind of figured that would be it. So if I do this... Oh, are you kidding me? So I could... Okay, let's try this again. This could actually help out. Okay, so if that's true, it would be like right here. I don't know which one would it be. Oh man, where is the bombs? Right there. Okay, if I understand how Minesweeper works though, these ones tell me that there's a bomb next to it. So yes, that makes sense. 2 would mean that around it. So there would be this one right here, and then this right there. I don't quite understand Minesweeper, but it is a very simple game. Software self-destruct. Let's do that again. Let's look at the edges and see what it does. The hell is this? Okay, that helps. Now, I don't know exactly where that would be. Well, that one's obvious. Just don't touch it. So it's somewhere around here. Oh, that must be it then. Where would this be placed? I guess right here. And right here. And or here. Is that correct? Huh. No, that would be right here, I think. Okay, if I understand this right, it has to be like right here. And if there's more around it, then it would be this. So this... Okay, that's true. So I'm getting it right. Yeah, that makes sense. Is that true? True. Copy protection defeated. Okay, so I got that right. I was kind of sort of guessing on how this works. Because if that's true, alright. That was fun! I like when you find the explodey parts. And it makes you happy as well. I know you enjoy this work and find it relaxing. Oh yeah, like playing Minesweeper's relaxing. Imagine if you have to do this in real life. If you're an actual real-life Minesweeper. One wrong misstep and you'll explode. What would you like me to do for you now, friend? I need to do some research. I'll do some game hacking. I'll stop for now. Do that again? Backlog, time to hack some copy protection. Of course, friend. Now loading. Virtual monsters. Second encounter. Into debugging tool. Virtual monsters, huh? Is that... what sort of game is that meant to be? Anyway. Let's do the usual here. Oh, cool. What? I can't click on that. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Alright. It's kind of obvious right there since there's nothing out on the outer edge here. Okay, I think that's correct. Where would this be? I guess right here. And here. And here. Damn it. Ah, I wasn't even correct on these. There's something like that that could happen. But I did get those right. Let's do it once more. I'll just go for the edges. Okay, that looks dangerous. That would have to be it then. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay. It'll have to be... I don't know, it's either this or that one. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. But, yeah, that has to be like another one. Yeah, okay, got it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. It could be either this or that. Damn it. Okay. Let me just clear this up. Alright. Okay. Okay. The hell, man? Okay, I'm just gonna... Okay, that makes it easier. And dangerous. Okay, there has to be this one right here, then. And this one right here. It's gotta be like another one, like right there. And... this, yes. That works. I don't even know where to start looking out of this. So that would be like right here. Yeah, that would make sense. There's 3. So that has to be like one right here. Yes. Okay. 4. Ooh. 4. There's 4 around it. All right. That was very fun. Good work. What'd you like to do for now, friend? Do that again? I'll stop for now. Gotta go. If I need anything else today, I'll let you know. Okay, I'm always here for you, friend. Well, that's what's gonna happen? No luck yet. I didn't find the name of an old one. All I was doing is just that. But he dug up some new search terms I haven't read yet. Didn't he? Didn't he? Didn't he? Bad idea to leave any stone unturned, given the stakes. Should probably log back in and see where I can find. Alright. Well, that'll be enough of that. Alright, I'll just go ahead and just leave that as is right there. Go ahead and just... no, not quite. Go to main menu. To the Shadow Over Cyberspace. Okay, so... this is a pretty neat game to go over. I haven't really dug into the meat of this game quite yet. I've just been reminiscing on some old stuff that haven't really been interacted with in the past 20 years. Or 25 years, really. Y2K, never really truly experienced it myself. All I was doing was like either watching TV or playing video games. Or sleeping. Or even what happened in 9/11 as well, that's so mentioned. The only thing that actually affected me was somewhere in 2008. Shadow Over Cyberspace. I have yet to actually get through with this. I'm pretty much at the very beginning of this game. And I'll play more of this tomorrow.